Hey there, everyone. I want to talk about the concept of why do women keep having to carry the load of fixing their relationship? And it's interesting because whenever I hear that question, what comes up for me is when does carrying the load of fixing your relationship exclude the personal benefits, right, that you'll receive as an individual by getting help? So, this is kind of what I mean. In relationships, I feel like we are just too focused on our partners doing or being something for us in order for us to drop the load or so many other things, right? And so I just feel like if you are carrying the mental or emotional load of fixing your relationship, I'm giving you permission right now to drop it. Drop the load because how is carrying the load working for you anyway? Before you clutch your pearls, I want you to understand like specifically what I mean by dropping the load, which is also the responsibility. That's what we're talking about, right? The responsibility, feeling like you have the responsibility of fixing a relationship. So I want to start off by just kind of setting the stage. If you think that you are carrying the load of fixing your relationship, it implies a couple of things. The first thing that it implies is that you're having struggles in your relationship. Welcome. That's all of us, right? So you're not alone there. And then the other thing that it implies is that you're tired of carrying the load. You don't want more work to do. And then it also implies, possibly, right, that you are expecting your partner to come and help you carry this load. Now, I have a couple of questions for you that I think are really, really powerful. So if you need to like rewatch this video, do it. Okay. So, what is the load specifically? What does the load contain, right? What's in there? And then who asked you to pick up the load? Now, I want you to be honest with that, answering that question, okay? And then this final question is very, very important as well. What are you doing with the load? Carrying it around in your mental Gucci bag, ready to flex it on somebody who suggests that you get help? No, no. So that last question of like, what are you doing with the load? It really leads me to my plea of women specifically, because when I see this comment, it typically is from women. So I'm just speaking to you from my heart, right? From one woman to another. And when it comes to you getting help or support, right? Like you're not carrying any loads if you're getting the help or support that you can, that's available, right, in your relationship. I'm a life and marriage coach, and when I need help, I get coach. I'm passing by the loads, not picking up any loads over here. I've been with my husband for 10 years, no loads. Okay. And so when I work with women, I help them understand why they are having the problems that they're having, including why they think they need to carry the load. And so I just want to encourage you, and I wanted to start this conversation encouraging you to rest your back from the load and get the help that you need in your marriage, right? It doesn't have to be about you doing all the work because the point of getting help in your marriage is all of the transformation that you're going to receive as an individual. Because, yes, even if you have a marriage license, you still are an individual. And the one thing that I know for sure, even though I don't know you personally, is that you're not the same person that you were the day that you stood at the altar because we all evolve, we all change. And so if you're dealing with some challenges in your relationship right now, believing and asking the question, why do I have to carry the load? You don't, right? You don't, and it doesn't mean that your marriage is doomed. Isn't that powerful? I want you to think about that for a little bit. So, when it comes to getting a coach, and I hear someone say, why should I have to carry the load? I want you to ask a different question because that question is not supporting you. That question is not getting you any closer to getting the help that you need. So, a different question could be like, hey, I'm carrying a load over here. Can you help me take it off my back? Let me know what you think about this. Okay. So, asking, why do I have to carry the load of fixing the relationship is not the question to ask. When it comes to getting help in your relationship, strong marriages get help. And when it comes to getting help, the point is that you as the woman, as a partner in this relationship, you are going to transform. You are going to receive such amazing support through coaching. And that alone is worth it. even if your partner is still doing whatever they're doing, because at the end of the day, guess what? Adults are going to be adults and you can't change them anyway. But you can focus on changing what you have control over, and that's all within you. And that's you, right? You can decide how you want to be, what you want to believe, how you want to show up in different situations in your life and your relationship. So let me know in the comments. Tell me your thoughts on this. I know it's kind of a spicy topic, but tell me your comments. Let me know in the comments what you're thinking. Did you have an aha moment? What are your personal thoughts on maybe carrying the load? Have you maybe thought of it this way before, but now you're willing to see it differently or maybe to at least question it? Okay. So at the end of the day, remember those three questions that I did ask. What's in the load? Who asked you to carry the load or to pick it up in the first place? And then most importantly, what are you doing with it? And my plea is that you're getting help, right? You're getting coached in your marriage. So that way you're not carrying any loads. You just walk right by. All right. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Let's talk about this. Bye.